Ivy. Ivy is this close to done with her school. She has to cut out 2 trapezoid thingies to finish her project.
She's a complainer.
And she's whining about it. After all the school we've done today. Just do it, Ivy.
I just colored everything.
Alright, so today we are working towards lowering our waste quotient, also trying to significantly decrease our monthly, like household budget bills. Some of that's like food and like the other things you buy for your household.
Healthy things.
Sugar is not healthy things, but I'm talking about like those random things that you buy for your house. And one of the big ones that we buy that the price has just gone up is Dawn dish soap. I love Blue Dawn. It's so good.
Oh.
I was so shocked by the price of the big bottle this time that I bought a smaller bottle, but we're going to go through it super fast because we do dishes 3 times, sometimes 4 times a day. We don't have a dishwasher, and there's 8 of us in this family.
So we all get a turn.
We all get a turn doing dishes. Yay! So I want to go back to making my own dish soap. So, 2 bottles that need to be washed, but we're going to make 2 kinds today, and we're going to do a on-site experiment so you can see which one is better when we're done. We have made homemade dish soap before. I will link that video below. It was like one of our first YouTube videos. Okay, Ivy, I need you to move, please. Okay, go sit down and I'll be right there. Alright, so anyway, first YouTube video, or one of them, we made our own dish soaps. It's probably an embarrassingly bad video, but I'll link it below because the dish soap we made actually worked relatively well. The problem was it left a little bit of a film on plastic things, and because we have 1 million kids...
Mom, you forgot this.
What did I forget? Oh, okay. Because we have 1 million kids, we do have plastic cups and plates because they break other kinds of cups and plates, and they can't break the plastic ones. So we stopped making it just because I didn't like having to rewash things to make sure that I got all that film off. Now I think the film was because we were actually using too much soap in the sink. But I went back and I looked at the recipe. I've tweaked it a little bit. We're going to make that tweaked recipe today, and we're going to try a different recipe because I also read if you add some vinegar that it will help, and some essential oils that will help with that. But I will tell you, back from when we made our own, it was massively cheaper, and it cut the grease really well. Like things that were not plastic were shiny and clean. It's just that plastic stuff just got a tiny little bit of film on it, which we couldn't quite defeat. So I'm hoping today's experiment we will find the one that solves that problem. We are going to add essential oils for the dish soap because I want it to be antibacterial, which the essential oils will help with. And so that does increase the cost a little bit depending on the type of essential oils you're using, but it'll be nothing compared to the cost of one of these bad boys. I think this was $9. $9! Okay, and we'll use this in like a week. So, oh my goodness, that adds up so fast. So we are gonna change that. So anyway, let's just get started, and I'll show you what you need for each recipe. Okay, recipe 1, we are going to use just a tiny bit of this Kirk's Castile soap, just a tablespoon's worth, a tiny bit of borax, and a few drops. We're going to try using eucalyptus. I want to use tea tree oil, but I don't have any, so we're going to use some eucalyptus, which is also supposed to be antibacterial.
This one.
Just wait a minute. So that plus water is all you need. Pretty simple, right? Now I will say, I have these oils. I've actually had them for a really long time. Somebody I know sells these, and I bought them from her, and they're good quality, but these are very expensive. There's some really great independent brands that provide a similar quality product, but much less expensive. So don't feel like you have to buy this brand, because when you look at the prices, they're quite shocking. But I've had this, like I said, for a long time, so we're just going to use what we have instead of buying anything new, right? Okay, recipe 2 is also going to use the Kirk's Castile soap, a quarter of a bar for this one, and it's going to use white vinegar, and it's going to we'll use our lemon essential oil. This is the person who I saw this recipe on. She says she recommends using lemon, so we'll try it with this one. I will link her blog posts below as well. I don't want to steal somebody else's recipe without giving her credit. Her recipe, she says she adds vegetable glycerin just to thicken the soap. I don't feel like that's necessary. Vegetable glycerin is also hard to find and a little bit expensive, and we're all about keeping the costs down. Vinegar is a little bit antibacterial itself, so we don't need to add an essential oil for antibacterial quality, but we will add it just for fresh scent, I guess. So we're going to give the 2 different recipes a try. we are ready to test our formulas here. We will have you join us for the testing. I have a nice selection of dirty dishes, and we'll try to do the same kinds of dishes in both sets. You can see how it works on different materials and different foods. Yeah?
I thought this was for laundry.
No, it's
I
not for
don't
laundry.
want to do dishes.
Okay, well, that's what we're doing now.
So,
Important thing to remember is that bubbles do not mean clean. Bubbles are just a byproduct of certain kinds of soaps and detergents,
What's
and
that smell?
these soaps will not bubble. That doesn't mean that they aren't doing their job. It just isn't a kind of soap that makes a lot of frothy bubbles like you're probably used
what's
to.
that smell?
It's the soaps. It's got oils in it. I'll already tell you I don't like the eucalyptus oil. I don't like how it smells. I won't be using that one again. We are only going to use about a tablespoon of the soap per sink load. And we will test both and we will see how they go. You ready, JJ? All right, we've finished. We have 2 sets of dishes. Set 1 and set 2. And our guest judge here is the dish soap connoisseur, Sam. And he's going to tell us if he thinks one set is cleaner than the other. So each pile I used a different homemade blend of dish soap. So everything in one pile was all the same dish soap. And I tried to wash similar things so you could see the different.
Oh, it feels pretty clean. I know sometimes it feels like it's the homemade stuff, the plastic things feel like they get a
Film?
residue on them a little bit. I think they're pretty clean.
You feel like one is cleaner than the other? Or you think it's about the same?
No, I think they're both the same.
Okay, so in my opinion, the one with the vinegar has not as much film. It's just like the slightest touch of maybe a film on it. And so maybe a little bit more vinegar, but I think I'm going to keep these recipes because, especially the vinegar one, I think that's the one I'll continue to use. It's way cheaper than the Dawn dish soap. It cut the grease really well. It got my pots and pans super clean without, a ton of elbow grease. And it's way, way cheaper than the Dawn dish soap. So I think we're going to be sticking with it. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.